Thanks for coming. Good Tuesday practice. A lot of first and second down work in. Glad to get back to the practice field. Excited about this week. Tremendous opportunity in front of us. Really talented UAB team we're getting ready to play. A lot of respect for their personnel and their coaching staff. Got good players all over the field, good coaches, guys that have been all levels of football, and impressive group. Last week was great, but it's gone. We got to get ready for this one. So with that, we'll open up to questions.
Just how much do you feel like you need to maintain? That was last Saturday was the first time you played at the level that you kind of thought you could play at. Sometimes teams can feel they've arrived after one game like that. How do you just?
Yeah, I think we show them how close we were to not playing that good too in a couple areas. Talked to the guys yesterday in our first team meeting of the week, getting ready for the next one, about being consistent. I use like Chick-fil-A and McDonald's as examples of like people love them because they're really consistent. You can go to Hong Kong and order a Big Mac. You can be in New Orleans, Louisiana, and order a Big Mac. You're going to get Big Mac. When you play Tulane football, we need to play that kind of football now. We hadn't done it very consistently, but we got to get there. And so I told them the same thing about Chick-fil-A. You go to Atlanta, Georgia, or New Orleans, number one's number one. And we got to become the type of group that shows up and we play and you know what you're getting. And, we got a long way to go still. It's one game. And I'm going to get a lot of pats in the back, but same people patting the guys in the back are the same people dog cussing us if we don't handle our business. So it's like, can't get too high, can't get too low.
Josh Hermitage was kind of questionable going into the game, and he was all over the field in the game. What talk about his performance and just what does he mean to this team? Yeah,
tough dude, man. Plays the game with a chip on his shoulder, blue-collar mentality, has a little edge about him, plays the echo, the whistle, kind of guy you like having on your team. I didn't doubt he would play. Him and Grubbs both, really, for that matter, both kind of were limited through last week, and both played at a really high level and brought it. And that's just who they are. But both local guys, both Holy Cross guys. Like a lot of cool right there. But Rim's a tough guy, leader, great teammate. Has invested a lot in this program and cares about the program and wants to be successful in his last year of eligibility. And had no doubt he'd come out and play the way he did, to be quite honest. Especially like Thursday, I knew, felt pretty good about it. So very proud of his effort.
Coach, we've talked about Darian Mensah's like mental makeup and things of that nature, and obviously he had a really good game on Saturday. From even like a development skill-wise, what has maybe impressed you most about his improvement from week one to like now?
Yeah, so I think some of it's who you measure yourself against at times, and there's also a piece of it that's like just growing individually regardless of who the opponent is. In so many situations he's getting put in are firsts, right? Like first start, Southeastern. First top 25 game, Kansas State. First road game, Oklahoma. First conference game last week. Like he's just got a lot of firsts he's going through right now. And you're seeing the development happen fast. I think he's got a short memory. Like he doesn't let things rattle him typically. Got a lot of confidence. He played with confidence last week. And just continue to grow, like in every area of his game. Leadership. He's a natural leader, but continue to grow and become more vocal. He's got great body language and energy typically. Just anticipation's there. I've been proud of him for maybe running the ball with a little more confidence last week. Still got him tuck it away on the one sooner. I thought I could tuck it quicker. But I think he's growing a lot. And I think the guys around him are playing with confidence in him. And it's been fun to watch. He shows up and prepares. He puts a lot of time in his preparation, and when you invest that much time in your preparation with hard work, you usually play pretty good.
I know last week might have not been their best showing, but UAB has one of the best pass defenses in the country. What have they done well maybe to have success?
Well, they got good guys up front to rush the passer. The edge kid that was at LSU, Desmond Little, he's a special rusher. They're very physical in the box, and that affects the throw game. And then on the back end, they got some experience. They got some athletes that compete with confidence and toughness and grit. I got a lot of respect for this team. I don't think their record's a very good indicator of what their talent looks like. They were toe-to-toe with Arkansas. They were beating Arkansas in the second quarter right before half, and that game came down to the wires, 30-27 with a few minutes left in the game. Last year, the same group came in here and played a pretty good game. It was 20-7 right before half. So we if we're not ready for big-time football, like, they'll expose us. And we've got to have a sense of urgency and about everything we're doing.
Coach, that's essentially what I was going to ask. You'll look at the record and kind of maybe wave them off. Some people would do that, but not playing down to that level.
Yeah, I don't think you can play to the opponent's record. Nobody rolls out the helmets and goes, all right, this team's got 3 wins, this team's got 1 win, so we're going to give the team that's got 3 wins the win. Like I said, last year in this game, Tulane had 3 wins at that time. UAB had 1 win at that time. The score was 20-7 in the second quarter. It's 28-23 with a couple minutes left in the game. And so you can throw the records out. It's conference football. They're going to bring it. We got to bring it. And that just gives you a chance to win. Doesn't guarantee you anything. And so I think our guys understand that. We got to play the best we can play to have any shot at winning. It's hard to go on the road and win. It's hard. It's hard. College football, it's really hard to go on the road and win. So we got to go out and have a great week of preparation. And it's going to be a good test. I mean, the quarterback there set every record in their program's history, I feel like. All the running backs are good. The line's experienced. Tight ends are seniors. The receivers 0, 1, and 8. Like, I've been up all night trying to figure out how we're going to stop those guys and run with them because they're as good of a receiving corps as we've seen all year, honestly. Like, they're really good. And so I've done everything I can to try to get our guys' attention and help them understand that, like, in this game, you have every 5, 6, 7 days to get promoted or exposed, and if we are not ready to play, we'll get exposed really badly in this game. So, and we got to be ready to go.
You mentioned Jacob Zeno and him having just about every record in that program's history. When you watch him, like, what stands out the most about him to you?
Yeah, he's got good instincts and awareness. You can tell he's played a lot of football by his poise and his confidence. He can make all the throws. He's a big athletic guy. He runs the ball well. Just a really good player, man. Like, you can tell he's been in hostile environments, doesn't get rattled. I'm very impressed with his ability. And I think you don't put up the numbers he's put up throughout his career without having a really good player there. And so a lot of respect for him. Been there a long time and played at a high level. So just a quality quarterback that we have to be prepared for.
Mekhi Hughes is returning to Birmingham for this game.
Yeah.
Some guys, I mean, that puts some extra significance on him, but he's the type of guy, I would assume you think that's not going to change his approach one iota.
Yeah, he's pretty steady and even keel. You know, I tend to shy away from making a whole lot of, like, hey, a guy's going back to it. Like when Dante played at Lafayette a couple weeks ago or Mario played against Oklahoma, like, who cares? It's a football game. Like, I tell them, hey, I usually have a conversation with those guys and tell them, hey, don't let all the distractions steal your focus on what's going to help you play well. They're young guys that have friends and family and all that are going to maybe hype certain things up. But Mekhi's one of those guys, and he's really high-level player. We got a lot of guys from Alabama. Sam Howard's from Birmingham too, and Ransall, and a lot of guys are Alabama guys. But Mekhi being from Birmingham, I'm sure have a lot of family there. Probably have the hardest job he'll have before the game. The game will be challenging in and of itself, but it's making sure he's got enough tickets probably. But he's a great player, and I have zero doubt that his focus and preparation will not change because he's going home. He's a pro's pro with how he handles himself, and that's what makes him such an exceptional player. He's a good talent, but he's a fantastic mental guy. Like, he's just a pro. Awesome. Thank y'all.